All right, welcome back. So we had a little introduction on the Winchester 1897, and so I had some progress on that, and that was just trying to get the magazine tube back into the actual body. And it turns out the tube itself was misshapen, and so was the actual opening to the body. So I ran into a couple of things with this that's just been beaten up, and I think this tube was out of it for so long. It just got worse and worse and worse over time. So we've gotten it back in now, but it does work, and I'm excited to actually be able to take it and shoot it. But we're going to spend some time really trying to beautify this thing and get it back to looking like a really nice firearm. There's a lot of numbers on it, and unfortunately, I can't read the numbers on hardly anything. It's very heavily worn down. We're going to spend some time degreasing and using glue and rust remover to get a lot of the excess stuff off. A lot of the parts are going to get blasted, and then we're going to go back in and steel wool them and smooth them out. And then we'll use the Oxbow blue. This gets really good ratings, so I hope that does well. It's from Brownells. And then the wood is going to be its own challenge. This piece here, once you take it apart, this piece of wood itself is real thin, so I have to be super careful not to break it. The stock has this like rubberized, glued on butt pad that they've installed, and it's really bad. But I'm gonna have to remove it just to get to the bolt to take the stock off the body. The problem is the stock is also cracked, so we're gonna do some repair, and hopefully we can get that back up and running. And I was watching some cool techniques on removing some of the oil soaked into the wood, so we're gonna be experimenting on that. A lot of the internals are really nasty, and we're gonna spend some time polishing those. The biggest issue for me is the bolt and how chunked up the bolt is. And unless it gets welded and then ground out, there's nothing I can do about that except just make it shiny and look good again. It'll function. I think all the parts are still there. Everything looks fine. The screws even look fine. So I think we're good there. But you can still read the Winchester Model 1897 there, which is great. But most of the other text is just completely obliterated. I'll preserve everything I can, but mostly we're going to get it back to looking good and functioning, and then we're going to take it to the range and shoot it. But follow along, and we'll be doing some small pieces, some shorts, just so we can kind of walk through some of the things that we're doing. I'm just going to be doing the parts that I do to try to redo this and bring the shotgun back to life. And since I'm not actually painting it, we're going to be bluing it. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but we're going to have a good time. Deuces.